The way we've thought about food for thousands of years may be about to change forever as the USDA approves the sale of lab-grown meat. The United States Department of Agriculture announced Wednesday it approved the sale of lab-grown meat for commercial sale. Two California companies, Good Meat and Upside Foods, are now approved to sell chicken created from animal cells in the United States. The decision makes the U.S. only the second country in the world to allow the commercial sale of lab-grown meat, which is also referred to as cultured and cell-cultivated meat. I know you're wondering, and the answer is Singapore. Here's what some lab-grown meat looks like, and again, it's not meat substitute like tofu or soy. This is chicken cells, just grown in a lab instead of grown in an egg and then a farm. From a CNBC article, proponents of cultured meat say it's healthier and more environmentally friendly than traditional meat, and I've heard that argument. Basically what they're saying is they can control exactly what goes into it. They can even control how much fat and where that fat is. It's not only chicken, they can even make a woolly mammoth meatball. Yes, a woolly mammoth meatball. It's just that chicken is the only one approved for human consumption at the moment. You're not going to find any woolly mammoth meat on your grocery store shelves anytime soon. The CEO of Upside Foods, one of the companies approved by the USDA, said, quote, "This approval will fundamentally change how meat makes it to our table. It's a giant step forward towards a more sustainable future, one that preserves choice and life." That argument in favor of the innovation is one I'm a little more sympathetic towards. You would not want to be reincarnated as a factory farm animal. It is not a great life, and there's a lot of suffering that goes on, so I see the value from a humane perspective. However, I think some skepticism is warranted around all the health claims, simply because this is such a new technology. We're not going to have the same kind of long-term studies that we have with traditional meat. We also have this report from UC Davis that reads, "Lab-grown meat's carbon footprint potentially worse than retail beef. Study finds scaling up production using existing processes highly energy intensive." So the whole "it's better for the environment" claim needs to be investigated further. Here's another picture of some lab-grown meat, and I gotta say, it looks the part. Then of course there's the impact on jobs. There are over 700,000 beef cattle production businesses in the US, and that's just beef. And again, we're not just talking about the farmers here. If you can grow the meat, you don't need the butchers anymore. They can package it and everything at the lab. So there are a lot of jobs that are going to be impacted by this in beef and poultry. Who knows, fish maybe next, and maybe even woolly mammoth. Some more interesting stats provided here by Morning Brew. Upside hopes to expand production to 400,000 pounds of cultivated meat per year. Tyson, America's largest poultry producer, turns out about 200 million pounds per week. So scaling this up is going to be an enormous task. Continuing here, the startups haven't revealed the price for their lab-grown chicken cutlets, but they're expected to eventually cost $20 per pound, which rivals high-quality organic chicken. Now, important to note here is that there are over 100 companies in this space who are going to compete and lower the prices and bring out new and better products. There's also been over $1 billion of investment, so this industry isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's also going to take a while, years even, before these products make it to your grocery store shelves. It only just got FDA approved. There's still a bunch more steps in the process, including supply chain management and distribution networks, but it does raise an interesting question. Are they going to put this in the meat alternative sections that we now see at grocery stores with the Beyond Burger and other tofu-based meat alternatives, or are they going to slap this right in the middle of the traditional meat section? If you're wondering how the process works, here's a quick overview for the two companies approved, Upside and Good Meat. Cultivated meat begins with cells. Upside experts take cells from live animals, choosing those most likely to taste good and to reproduce quickly and consistently, forming high-quality meat. Good Meat products are created from a master cell bank formed from a commercially available chicken cell line. Once the cell lines are selected, they're combined with a broth-like mixture that includes the amino acids, fatty acids, sugars, salts, vitamins, and other elements cells need to grow. Inside the tanks, called cultivators, the cells grow, proliferating quickly. At Upside, muscle and connective tissue cells grow together, forming large sheets. After about 3 weeks, the sheets of poultry cells are removed from the the tanks and formed into cutlets, sausages, or other food. Good meat cells grow into large masses, which are shaped into a range of meat products. If they can scale that process up and bring prices down, we may be looking at a major shift in how meat is viewed and produced and eaten in the United States. I could even see a number of governments banning the traditional way of meat production, citing humane concerns, because some, not all, but some farms have a bad track record with animal cruelty. However, there's also the concern with jobs and, of course, the long-term impact from consuming these meats. So here's the big question. Would you try it? Would you switch to it for all your meat needs? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video informative, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, which covers all the most interesting stories and news. My name's Ryan, this is News Rye. I'll see you in the next one.